Good morning, my dear students. Yesterday, we have learned about morphology of earthworm. From today's class, we will discuss about anatomy of earthworm. Anatomy means internally what are the things are present. Now, body wall externally covered by thin non-cellular cuticle. Non-cellular cuticle. Body wall, like our body is covered with skin, Earth's body wall is covered by non-cellular cuticle, below which is only epidermis is present. And this epidermis is lined with columnar epithelium, which has some glands in it. I repeat again, body wall is externally covered by thin non-cellular cuticle, below which epidermis is present, which contains columnar epithelial cells which secrete glands. It has two muscles. Since it is longitudinal, it has longitudinal muscles, and earthworms is having circular, it has inner circular muscles. The coelomic fluid is derived from mesoderm, and which consists of outer parietal layer, inner visceral layer. The space between body wall and alimentary canal is called as coelom, that is called as perivisceral cavity. It is schizocoelom divided into compartments by septa filled with which is filled with coelomic fluid. This is nothing but what you have understand is in mesodermal layer is present, and the coelom is divided into outer parietal layer and inner visceral layer. Parietal layer is also called as somatic epithelium, and inner visceral layer is called as plankic visceral epithelium. The space between body wall and alimentary canal is known as coelom, which is called as perivisceral cavity. It is schizocoelom divided into compartments, means first segment, second segment, third segment, and filled with coelomic fluid. And what type of hydrostatic, the movement will be through what? Hydrostatic skeleton. This is about the anatomy of earthworm. Whereas coming to the digestive system, already we know that starts from the buccal cavity, ends with an anus. Now let us see. It is very easy and interesting too. Buccal cavity, mouth is nothing but what? First is called as prostomium. First is mouth is anterior part of the earthworm is called as, this is called as prostomium, and the first segment is called as peristomium, which opens into mouth. This mouth opens into buccal cavity. This mouth opens into buccal cavity. The first segment, second segment, third segment is called as buccal cavity. Fourth segment is nothing but muscular pharynx. The pharynx is muscular pharynx. Fifth, sixth and seventh segment. This pharynx opens into a short narrow tube called as esophagus. Eighth to ninth, it is called as eighth and ninth segment. This esophagus opens into gizzard, that is between 8th to 9th segments, which helps in grinding of soil materials and decayed leaves. From 9th segment to the 14th segment, it is called as stomach. It is called as what? Stomach. Stomach has calciferous glands in it. These glands will help in converting humic acid. And what is the food that is stored for the earthworm? One is decayed matters, dead leaves, dried leaves, fallen leaves, etc. That is the food for them. And once it falls onto the earth or onto the ground, what happens? That is converting into nutrients. By whom? Earthworms. Why? The stomach contains glands, nothing but calciferous glands, which neutralizes humic acid present in the soil, so that the decayed matter is converted into mineral salts, and that will be going into the deeper parts of the soil and the top soil and subsoil, everywhere on each horizon of soil. And this stomach opens into intestine from 15th segment to the last segment. A pair of intestinal cecum, short conical intestinal ceca projected from the intestine in the last segment. From 15th segment to the last segment, intestine is present. At the 26th segment, I repeat my dear students, at the 26th segment, what happens is an internal median fold of the dorsal wall, an internal fold of the dorsal wall of the intestine, which is called as typhlosole. This is called as typhlosole. From 26th segment of the intestine, this arises like this. This typhlosole is like microvilli of humans, which increases the area of absorption. So from which segment to which segment? From which segment to which segment is 23rd to 28th segment of the intestine. Sir, 26th segment, what happens? The intestine, two horns arises like this. From 26th segment, it extends up to 23rd segment and come back to the 28th segment. This intestinal typhlosole will be present. What is the function of this typhlosole? Which helps in increasing the area of absorption. And at the last, it ends with anus, which helps in excretion. The pellets of earthworms are called as what? Friends of farmers. And even the pellets of earthworms can be used as a food for the fish. This is something which you have to know about the digestive system. Coming to respiratory system. Only one thing, there will be no lungs, nothing, anything. The body surface acts as the respiratory organ for the earthworm. This is how simple it is. I hope it will be easy. It is very easy to learn it. Now coming to one time, we have to recall it. Buccal cavity is present between 1st to 3rd segment. Pharynx is present between 4th segment, 5th to 8th, it is stomach. 5th to 7th is esophagus. 8th is gizzard. 9th to 14th is stomach. From 15th to the last segment, it is intestine. At 26th segment, a pair of median folds called as typhlosole is arised from 23rd to 28th segment, which will increase in the area of absorption. With this, the digestive system of earthworm is completed and anatomy of earthworm is completed. I hope you have understood the concept. Thanking you. Next.